Hey everybody, I'm doing the Dolly Art Tag by Brandon, or was it BC Art? Okay, so.
First question, are you a customizer?
Yeah. Here's a ever after high that I've done. I actually prepared for this video. Then there's a monster high and another monster high. And I often make all of my dolls' clothes and wigs, eyes, and I do their face up. So, yeah.
Do you do other artsy things other than dolls?
Yeah, I've always been artsy, and that was kind of like how I got into the hobby. Like I used to draw and paint, but I actually run a separate Etsy shop and Instagram where I make jewelry, crowns, and masks that are often used in photo shoots or weddings. So you can check that out if you want.
That's Tiffy Artistry.
Yeah, oh, here's my card. You want to check that out? You're not obligated whatsoever.
Okay, number 3. What is your favorite part of customizing?
I don't know, just the making it my own and creating, I guess, a character that didn't exist in the stores. Like, if I wanted one to be scary, I could make it scary if I wanted. And it was just fun.
What is your least favorite part of customizing?
I have a really hard time doing the eyes and making sure they're symmetrical. So I usually have to redo that like 2 or 3 times, and that was really annoying, but it's worth it in the end. Or rerouting. That's a pain in the butt. Okay.
Do you use mostly pastels or acrylic paint?
I don't use acrylic paint at all. I use pastels and watercolor and airbrush color, but not like acrylic paint.
Is there another Dolly person's art that inspires you?
There's so many. Like, pretty much if I follow you, it's because in some way you inspire me or I respect you. But like a lot of it is different specific things, like Sighthound Lady, her sewing, Gina's artsy, her face ups are absolutely amazing. Inkster Penguin's face ups. I don't know, there's so many that I could just sit here all day.
Is there a non-Dolly person's art that inspires you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't think of their names because I can't remember names. I should have wrote it down. But there's one person I follow on Instagram who does these amazing crystal art with like bugs and skulls. And I'm actually hoping to learn to do it myself, but with the horns that I make, I think that would be really neat if I could put crystals on the horns. So he inspired that. Inspired.
Do you prefer Anthro fantasy dolls or normal looking dolls?
I don't really like the term normal looking dolls, so I'm gonna say human. But yeah, I prefer human over Anthro. I have only one Anthro.
What are some of your favorite sculpts?
It's hard for me to answer at this moment because my tastes in dolls are changing, and I feel like in this moment, I'm still in the search for that's the doll. Like, you know, I just don't have that right now. Which is kind of sad. But a lot of it is actually independent sculptors that aren't like big companies that are coming out with some really amazing work. But I can't think of any other things off the top of my head, so I'm very sorry about that.
What are the types of dolls that you customize other than BJDs, if any?
It would be these, the Monster Highs Ever After. I actually just got a Barbie that I'm planning to do, and I'm also getting 2 Blythes, so that will be upcoming. That'll be new for me.
Is there a specific art style to your dolls?
There is, but I don't know what you would call it. I've heard people say what, eclectic. So I guess that, I don't know. I try to like make it modern, but a lot of the things that I do are inspired by vintage fabrics and things like that, specifically like 70s and 60s and 50s and then back to the 20s and 30s, so that just
What are some of your favorite art supplies?
favorite art supplies, not BJD related, or like in general, if I art supplies in general, would be I love oil paints and I love paper clay.
What are the supplies that you use?
Supplies I use for doing face ups, I actually have them here. I'm prepared. Okay, so I got my pan pastels, which I absolutely love. Highly, 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 highly recommend because they're very pigmented. They're a little expensive, but they're worth it. Then I have this pencil sharpener that someone on Instagram told me about, but it has, first you use the big one, then you use the little one, and it gives your pencil so sharp. I love it. Then these are the watercolors that I use that are really good. These are my favorite brushes. These 4 are pretty much what I use for everything. Then I use Pearl-Ex. I don't just use white. I use lots of different colors. And then I have my airbrush color that I actually dip into to do the lines.
Okay. Do you make clothes or customize clothes that are already made?
No, I don't alter clothes that are already made. I'll just make my own. I'll maybe turn them inside out, look at the pattern, and try to mimic the pattern. But no, I don't alter clothes.
If you could get a custom doll or face up from anyone, who would it be?
It would be Angsty Penguin. Her face ups are absolutely amazing, and I would love to have one day. I just need to do it.
That's it. That was
Okay.
all of them.
Alright, well, I hope this was helpful. I feel like a lot of people didn't actually, get down to it. I might actually take a picture of my supplies and put them on Instagram for people who are new. But, yeah. Alright, well, tag whoever. And thank you, and goodbye.